So today we are going to be ranking every Who Wants to Be a Millionaire UK video games that has been released. Let's get started here. The credit goes to me because I made this tier list. You may not believe it, but I actually did. Let's go ahead and rank these games, starting with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire First Edition. This is factoring in PS1, PC, and Dreamcast version. I have to say, it's a good game. It's a good game. I don't love it, but it's a good game. The graphics on the PC version, for example, are definitely more HDify, if that's even a word. The PS1 version, for whatever reason, just has its screen completely off center for whatever reason. No memory card save support, so every time you load up, let's say, the PS1 version of this, you would have to basically would have to just readjust the screen again. It's kind of annoying, not gonna lie. But honestly, it's a good game, but with the things you'll notice in the game if you play it, first of all, you've got no audience, no fastest finger first contestants, and you're basically playing in an empty studio, which I guess at the time was passable. The only thing that stops it from being a game that I love is the Dreamcast version, which if you're watching this when the video comes out, it's probably likely will come out before Idaho's video because it's a lot longer than probably mine. It's really just that the audio is pitched down, and it also the audio will just go ballistically loud as well, practically blowing your ears out and making you deaf. But really, the game is fine, and the PS1 version, I'm sorry, it just feels like it just runs at 15 or 10 frames per... No, 15, 20 frames per second on the PS1 version, which I do own. So, yeah, it's a really good game, and yeah, that's about it. Then we move on to second edition. This one is factoring in PC and PS1. This is also a very good game. The second edition version of this, developed by Hothouse Creations, which Junior and the 3 GBA games are developed by, for the improvements it made. For example, on the PS1 version, you can actually save your memory cards, your save data, so you can keep your when you've won the £1 million, and the screen auto adjusting for you. So practically this game is already better than the first edition just because of the improvements. You got Chris Tarrant actually reading out the questions, so that's pretty cool. Although they are a bit slow to load. The PC version doesn't have this issue, but the PS1 sadly does. But it's really good. But to be honest, this game is really good. It's solid. You've actually got fastest finger contestants and an actual audience this time around. You still got no one in the host seat and hot seat, so there's that. So there's something that's still being kept. You've got loading screens as well. It does have less audio cues, both first and second, than say the later ones on PS2 and later. But for what it was trying to achieve, and because they were all had to be compact onto a CDs as well, it's really good. It's definitely really good. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Junior? Take first edition, give it some slight changes, and give it kiddie questions. This is a kids version after all. I mean, it's just first edition, junior edition. That's what it is. It's first junior edition. That's basically what it is. They didn't add any of the improvements, like they didn't add the memory card save feature to the PS1 version, and it's not really, it's a very lazy copy and paste, to be honest. I mean, it's not lazy, there's effort, but like when I'm talking lazy, I mean like they just literally just took everything from first edition and just slightly changed some things and then don't change others. It's a pass. It's passable. I wouldn't play this over first edition, but I certainly wouldn't play this over second edition as well. I mean, again, for what it was trying to do at the time, which was 2001, so second and junior were 2001, this was 2000. It's fine, like I said, but really, it's just a bit of a lazy job, you know. Alright, we move away from the Hothouse Creations era of Millionaire to now the PS2 era. And yeah, I love this game. Second edition, PS2, I love this game. Basically, it's a much better version of second edition on PC and PS1, just that you've now got an actual like 3D moving studio to work with. Like you've got an actual Chris Tarrant that's there, that stirs you down. It's not creepy. Shut up if you think that way. This game is so goated. Like like I said, and Idaho would definitely agree with me here. Like, it's just so incredibly good. I don't care what anyone else thinks. Of course, there's flaws, but I don't care. Best game ever. Like, this is 10 out of 10 material right friggin' here as well. Oh my god, I just love it. Like, and the answers as well appear a lot faster in this edition as well. The only thing about this edition that probably would have knocked it down, but I don't care anyways, it's staying there, is that the pitch of the music is a slightly higher than the OG original pitch, but it does the job. But honestly, it's just such a good game, and like I said, if you want the authentic virtual experience of Millionaire, get this game. You will love it. You will definitely love it. Party Edition. It's another good game. It's better than Junior. It's passable. The only thing that lets this down is that there's a lack of like reading questions, but considering there's like 4,000 questions in this game, I can understand it, and plus it's also easier on costs as well, which all these others going forward also do the same. Yeah, Party Edition is good. This is factoring in PS2, PSP, and PC. PS2 version has the buzzers, so that's pretty cool. PS2 and PC are also widescreen. I cannot confirm for the PSP version, unfortunately, so I don't know, maybe I can boot it up at some point and then maybe post a community post or just throw up on the screen right here if it does. But it's alright. It's passable. I mean, I'd play it, but like, but would I play this over any others? I would definitely still say second edition takes the lead. And I mean, I know I just nitpicked that one thing, but that one thing is really what lets it down. Especially like I'm pretty sure they could have asked for more storage if like PS2 DVDs allowed for it. Right, the GBA games, these are essentially bit crushed versions of all those ones. First edition, I mean, all these three are fine. All these three are fine. It's just that they all play the same and they all use the same music. The junior one, for example, also has like the Australian PS1 set for whatever reason and didn't change it to the UK one. I don't know what's going on with that. This is also the time as well where Zoo also was on these box arts as well. Meh, it's fine. It's the good little portable versions, but I wouldn't play them over like, let's say, Party Edition on PSP. Also because they don't have like menus you go to. You press the start button, you're immediately thrown into the game. Like, go. Who wants to be a millionaire first edition on the Wii? I mean, it's fine. It's passable. The Wii version of this is developed by Slam Games and published by Ubisoft. It does a good job at being more realistic with, like, you know, now having Chris Tarrant instead of a virtual character. It's now just him, like the IRL him. It's fine. First edition on the DS. I mean, it's all right. It does the job of being a portable version of first edition. The only thing that lets it down is that it only plays one queue, which will be a thing going for this one. It does the job of being a portable version. But the fact that there's a lack of other queues in the DS version is really what lets it down. And I can't rank this higher than any others. Yeah, I mean, I can rank this higher than the GBA games. I can't rank this higher than I can't rank this higher than any other games on there. But that's first edition Wii and DS. Second edition. Wow, what the hell did they do to this? Again, it's passable. Is it better than first edition? Yeah. Is it better than Junior? Yes. And I think it's not better than Party Edition. In fact, I'm gonna put Junior there because, like, Junior is not that good compared to first edition Wii. I mean, we're talking two different platforms here, but you get my point. I'm trying to be a little bit more harsh with these games. But considering, like, at the time, these were doing just what it needed to do, like, give us the question, give us 4 answers, lifelines, Chris, walk away, music, a lot like that. Second edition DS, it's better than, it's definitely for a fact better than first edition. Second edition actually made some good, genuine improvements. Like, they actually finally got the music to be on there. Although, you can definitely tell the audio is very bit crushed as well. So, I guess take that what you will, I guess. Moving away from the Wii DS games, let's talk about the DVD games. So, first edition 2002. You may be wondering why there's a 2002 and 2003. Well, 2002 is the very first version. This is actually better than Junior. It's a bit better than the Wii version, first edition. The problem with this is, like, you use a 50-50, and then it will immediately just highlight the wrong answer. That's what it is. It's a passable game. It does the job. It came on 2 discs as well. Later DVD games, including this one, god awful, came on 1 discs. So better, I guess? Question mark. But I digress. It's fine, but, like, I felt like it definitely needed to be addressed, and that's where the 2003 version comes in. It's essentially a re-release of the 2002 version. This is actually better than the 2002 version, and I'm actually going to put it above first edition PC. It's actually a good game. It's the same game, but they've actually fixed it as well. They fixed the issue the 2002 had, and this version is probably the more better definitive version. And plus it comes on one disc, so you're not like just worrying that you lost a second disc. It's just one disc, that's it. This is also the very first time as well that you could actually play a full-fledged Millionaire game on your DVD player using your DVD remote. Pretty cool. I really love it. 2003 is better than the 2002 version because of the improvements. It's just really good. It's really good. Second edition. Do you want a challenge? Get this DVD. Like, both the Wii and the DVD. This is also a good game as well. This is slightly better than first edition DVD. This DVD included multiplayer, so you could play up to 4 people. And it was really cool. The only thing is just that it really was just like very, very hard on some questions, and was like, they probably looked at reviews of first edition and was just like, well, this is too easy, give us actual good questions, and they were just like, here you go, here's actual hard questions. So yeah, it's good, but it's definitely difficult. Alright, so the next one is the third edition. This is also colloquially known as the Family Picture Edition. Again, another improvement over second edition. Basically, take the 4 players from the second edition and now add pictures to this, which the real Millionaire actually didn't do. So this is only something the DVD game did. I guess this game is better than the second edition PC, and all that. Yeah, I think the third edition definitely makes a lot of improvements over these two. I mean, that's what a new edition is supposed to do. Add new features, make it better than the last one. Yeah, that's pretty cool. There was like competitions in these DVD games as well, so if you bought them new and you entered them, well, good luck if you did at that time. Obviously they're closed now, except from like probably the first edition DVD game. Like that never had like a competition. It's like it was never mentioned, so like I don't know, was it still ongoing? Fourth edition, again, better than it's improved over third and second and first DVDs. This is known as the Family Entertainment Edition, and the reason why it's called this is so you pick how many players are playing, and then in third edition you had like adult, you could answer adult or junior questions. That's also in fourth, but then on top of that, you could then choose the category of questions you would like to answer. The 3 were general knowledge, entertainment, and sports. But let's just be honest, you'll likely have just chosen the 2, general knowledge and entertainment. I'd be surprised if anyone chose sport. I mean, you would really have to know sports, which I clearly don't. So, yeah. And all of these DVD games as well, I should say, they were all 4x3. Yeah, that is crazy to think about. That they're just all 4x3 DVD games. 5th edition. This is interesting. So, the box advertises that you can win £15,000 real cash. This is called the Real Cash Prize Edition. This game introduces the Switch Lifeline, This was also around the time the music in these DVDs also started to get a bit shorter as well, and then starts looping in on itself. I don't know. It's good, but then on the at the back of the box, according to Idaho, it's like you could win 1 times 10,000 or 3 times 15 or something like that. I don't know. Idaho will be able to explain it better in his video. I really think all these so far are really good DVD games. The hardest is 2nd edition DVD and Wii, and if you really want to see a depressed Chris Tarrant, go with the 5th edition. I mean, he's not really depressed, but we just make the running joke and gag that he looks depressed when he was recording all those DVD games. 6th edition, also known as the 10th anniversary DVD game. Do you want to know why the box looks so thick? It's because if you look closely, like the remotes, the little mini remotes is what you do to like respond to the DVD. I'm sorry. This game should not exist. It's so garbage. It's so incredibly, like, crap. It barely works. This should have had more time in the oven to really cook and make sure it was working. I mean, I applaud them for trying something new, but I think they completely missed the mark on this. This game should not exist anymore. This game should have not existed at all. I think it should have just... if they wanted a 6th edition, just make 5th edition 5.1, and then there you go. That's it. You've got a good, decent DVD game. This shouldn't exist, and I don't care what people say. Right, this icon might be confusing to a lot of people as to what it is. It's either like 2011 or 2014. This is the 2014 mobile game. This game is so well known for like the most amount of 2012 questions. I mean, it's all right. It is. I think it's definitely sort of better than the DS games, but the amount of 2012 questions you get in the mobile 2014 game, holy crap! Do you get a lot of 2012 questions? If you played this game, trust me, you'll probably come across a 2012 questions either at the beginning, somewhere like in the middle, or even maybe towards the end. This game is just so insane with the amount of 2012. This game practically married the year 2012 as well. So, my god, it's so hilarious, but it's just so maddening as well. Millionaire trivia TV game, also otherwise known as the shuffle game. Pardon my French. This game is a giant piece of shit. It doesn't need to exist. It should not exist anymore. Like, Millionaire Champions right here is more better than this. And I don't care, again, what people say about this. I'll happily take what these controversial takes I have on these games are. This game should be delisted. I'm just gonna say this. It's got ads. It's got the shuffle music. It got the US logo, which the previous one was like the UK one from before. It's such a giant piece of shit. It's just honestly the worst experience of this game. And I don't care. Get this game out of here. Get this game out of here. The 2020 game, otherwise known as the Macroids game. Another piece of shit. This game is so garbage. I paid full price for this as well. when this came out in 2020. In October as well. The host is generic. Everything is bad. The questions don't make any sense half the time, or most of the time, or the majority of the time. The only thing that's positive about this is the French version. It actually got the French version correct. But even then, it's probably still a massive piece of shit. It's so bad. Ignore it. Don't pay attention to it. God awful. Dead. This game was also dead on arrival as well. I could go into so many more things, but like, trust me, I'm pretty sure by the time Idaho does the live stream, we'll go full into about talking about this game. But honestly, it's so bad. It's so bad. Don't buy this game. The other 2020 game is the macOS version. When I played this game, this is what the console game should have been from the very start. It's got a good set. It's got everything you need. I mean, granted, it's not as better as this one, but trust me, when you see this, it is really, really good. Like, you can watch my videos, the 3 videos I made on this game. The only thing is like the video, like the logo is on the video flow for whatever reason. So I don't know. It's a good game. I know I'm being harsh. I have to be harsh on myself here, but since Millionaire Champions came out, this game used to be like the game that I love. This game is now a good game. It's better than the Macros game and any of these other 2. You could definitely play this and have a good time. This is also on Apple TV as well. This was like £4 something on the Mac App Store. Probably the same on Apple TV. Since this came out, and I hope this version replaces this version. Well, even if they do like stay alongside each other or something like that. Honestly, it's really good. Just the things that lets it down is like you got no logo when you're on the main menu, and like there's nothing really much to do. I mean, it's a good game. I wouldn't be mad if you haven't played it, but honestly, look at the game and see for yourself. We're finally at the last game. The recent release of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Champions. And in fact, I have it right here on my phone. Look, right there. That is awesome. You've like, literally, you've got like the full authentic experience. Like, you can turn it landscape and you got that. Like, just look at it. It's so beautiful. Like, look at all of that. That is the macOS game done right. And that is going straight up there. I don't think it's better than the PS2 version, but for a mobile game, and it's a paid mobile game, £2 by the way, pretty friggin' cheap to buy, and I was like, shut up and take my money. I'm supporting this, and I did, and I'm glad I've actually got this. There is my tier list of all these games. Do you agree with any of these? Do you disagree with any of them? Do you think they should do you rearrange them to your liking? Let me know in the comments. I know this was controversial, but I don't care. This is my tier list, not yours. However, I will have a link in the description to this tier list, so you can rank this for yourself. Do you enjoy Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I think this video right here might be the video you should definitely watch next. I'll see you over there.